Morning, boys and girls. So today and this whole week we're still looking at accuracy with our reading. So we're still trying to sound out the words, chunk the words, trying our best to get all the words correct so we understand what is happening in the story. So today I'm going to introduce a new one to you. So first of all, we're going to read this story called I'll Always Love You. And in this story, I'm going to be using the pictures to help me know what some of the words are. So sometimes you might come to a tricky word and we need to use the pictures, making sure we're looking back at pictures, okay, to help us with some of those tricky words. Okay, so enjoy the story.
All right, before we get started, here is a picture of an eagle and it says eagle eye. And that's here to help remind us that we need to look for clues in the pictures to find out the unknown words. One morning, Alex woke early and ran downstairs to the kitchen. "I'll make Mum some toast and honey for breakfast," he said. "She'll like that." Alex reached for the honey bowl and...
So on this page, looking at this word here, not a very common word that I have seen before, but looking at the picture and seeing what I've said before, one morning Alex woke early and ran. Looking what Alex is doing, looks like he's going down, and they are some stairs. So the word is downstairs. To the looking at the picture, I can see some utensils, some cooking utensils. That looks like a stove and an oven. So this must be the kitchen.
Crash! His mum's favourite bowl was now 9 pieces of sticky china. Alex hadn't meant to break it. What would she say? Alex's mum was doing her morning exercises. "Hello, Alex," she said. "Did I hear something break?" "Mum, will you only love me if I'm good?" asked Alex. "I'll always love you," said his mum, and she smiled. "Even when I've done something that isn't good?" asked Alex. "I'll still love you," said his mum, honest.
So on this page there were some new words. But sometimes the picture isn't going to help us so it said Alex's mum was doing her, looking at this word, looking at the pictures, doesn't really help me. Okay, so pictures won't always help, but I can always break it down. Morning. So Alex's mum was doing her morning. She's moving around. Looks like star jumps there. Exercises.
"What if I have a pillow fight with Joey Bear and all the feathers burst out? Will you still love me?" "I'll always love you, though you must pick up all the feathers."
Okay, looking at this page here, there's so much going on in the picture, and that's definitely going to help me with some of these words. So here, what if I have I see something here that starts with the P. Pillow. So I can see, look, there are so many pillows and they're having a pillow fight. Okay, then looking down here, this word, I can see something going up in the air, starts with an F. The word is feathers. So this is a great page that's showing us that the pictures are going to help us with some of these words.
"What if I spill my new pots of paint on Baby Pog and she turns green, red and blue? Will you still love me? I'll always love you, though you will have to bath her." "What if I forget to close the fridge door and Baby Pog pulls everything out? Will you still love me? I'll always love you, though there won't be any food for tea." "If I pour Grandma Bear's lumpy porridge all over my head, will you still love me? I'll always love you, though you will have to eat another bowlful. Now, why are you being such a silly bear this morning?" For a few moments, Alex didn't say anything. Then he whispered, "What if I break your favourite honey bowl? Will you still love me? You know I'll always love you, said his mum. Come on, Alex, it must be time for breakfast. And off they went to the kitchen. Oh no, cried his mum when she saw the pieces of sticky china. That was my favourite bowl, Alex. Sorry, said Alex. 2 tears drizzled down his face. You said you would still love me. I love you. Of course I love you, said his mum, hugging him. Hey, I've got an idea, shouted Alex, wriggling from her arms. What is it? She asked. It's a surprise, Alex said, and he ran off to his bedroom. He looked in his toy box. He looked in his cupboard. And he looked under his table. At last, Alex found what he wanted. He got out his new paints, poured some water into a jam jar, and swirled his paintbrush around. So on this page, again, we have lots of pictures and can see what he's doing. So here, he looked in his... I could even break that word up, but looking at the picture, because that's what we're practicing today, he's looked in his toy box. All right, then looking also, we might not know this word, and looking at the picture, looks like he's underneath a table, and he looked under his table. So again, the pictures on this page have helped us, and even on this page there were some words, but looking, making sure we have these pictures are here to help us with our words. A little while later, Alex came downstairs again. Look, it's a new bowl, he said. See, it says love from Alex. But be careful, the paint's still wet. I'll be very careful, said his mum, smiling, because this is going to be my new favourite honey bowl.
Okay, so we have just finished our story, I'll Always Love You. So I hope you enjoyed the story for today. And remember, along the way, we stopped and we looked at, sometimes we came to a tricky word, like on this page, I came to this tricky word, okay? But I looked at the pictures and I saw, well, there's feathers. And once I sounded out, I even chunked out the word a little bit, I knew the word was feathers, okay? And we came across a few other tricky words in the book using the pictures. It helped us in knowing what it said. So today, when you are reading a book, you might have a book like a hardcover book like this at home, or you might go on Sunshine Online or one of the other great reading programs there are out there and read a book. Make sure you find a book with pictures so you can practice this technique of using the pictures to help you when coming to some of those trickier words.